The 1927 Yankees middle infielder included two young, smart kids who were rookies in the 1926 season. A lot of people thought that they couldn't win a pennant with two rookies in the middle infield. Mark Koenig and Tony Lazzeri. Tony Lazzeri was born on December 6, 1903 in a tough section of San Francisco called Cow Hollow. As he grew up, he had to learn how to fight or get whipped on the streets. He learned boxing, became a boxer. He also worked as a teenager in an ironworks factory, heating up rivets and tossing rivets to the workers, and that developed unusual strength in his shoulders and his forearm, which helped his baseball and boxing. He got signed into the minor leagues, and the power that he had developed allowed him as a shortstop to hit the ball unusually far, and we saw that, and the Yankees saw that in his 1925 season with the Salt Lake City Bees, where he hit .355 with over 60 home runs in a 197-game season. Ed Barrow of the Yankees had that brought to his attention. He was skeptical. He thought there were a number of Salt Lake City players that were sluggers there, but the air was thin and they washed out and failed as they tried to get in the major leagues. But the scouts said of Lazzeri, no, the air is thin, but he is a solid player. Another obstacle was, with Lazzeri being signed by the Yankees was his epilepsy. He would have epileptic attacks, but the scouts noted that it had never happened during ball games. And Ed Barrow said as long as it doesn't happen from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the afternoon when the Yankees play their games, I'm okay with that. In the tournament, Babe Ruth is hitting .390 with 7 home runs. Lou Gehrig's hitting .500 with 4 home runs. But then you got Mark Koenig, who is leading the Yankees in hits with 20 hits. He's hitting .384 with 3 triples and 5 doubles. And Tony Lazzeri is hitting .304 with 2 home runs and 2 doubles. Lazzeri and Koenig added a lot to the Yankees, what they called 5 o'clock lightning, as they played their games from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And they were part of the 5 o'clock lightning. Today, join me as they take on the 8th-seeded 1912 Red Sox in the Final Four. This is Game 3 of the best-of-3 series.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you Game 3 and the deciding game. The winner goes to the championships of the All-Time Greats Tournament, the 1912 Boston Red Sox, and the 1927 New York Yankees. Cannonball Dick Redding is throwing out the first pitch. We're almost ready to begin. We're using the current book for the basic game, except in stealing, we'll use the master rules for stealing bases. White Hoyt is on the mound for the New York Yankees. He is a grade A pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. Harry Hooper steps into the box. We're ready to begin. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Mark Koenig. He's got it, throws to Gehrig at first, and Harry Hooper is the first out of today's game. Duffy Lewis, defender of Duffy's Clip, steps into the box. Here's the pitch from White Hoyt. 53 is a 16. Yankees defense is filling column 1 today. Were able to upgrade their defense with Ben Gall at catcher, added 1 point So now they're fielding column 1. And 16 on fielding column 1 is going to be a fly ball to Earl Coombs in center field. 2 outs. Tris Speaker steps into the box for the Red Sox, having a great tournament, 21 for 49 with 3 homers, a triple, and 3 doubles. Hit a home run yesterday. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker. 64 is a 9 against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to Koenig. So the Red Sox go 3 up and 3 down in the top of the first. Yankees coming to bat. On the mound for the Red Sox today is a 20-game winner, Tommy O'Brien. And he has a record of 2 wins and 1 loss in the tournament. Earl Coombs steps into the box for the Yankees. Here's a pitch from Tommy O'Brien. 35 is an 8 against an A pitcher. That's going to be a pop-up toward third base. Larry Gardner's under it and makes the catch. Here is Mark Koenig, who we said leads the Yankees in hits in the tournament with 20 hits. Here's the pitch to Mark Koenig. 65 is a 35. Fielding column 2 for the Red Sox today. That's a pop-up to the first baseman, Jake Stahl. 2 outs. Here is Babe Ruth. 44 is going to be a 6. That's a double to right center field. Ruth is in scoring position with 2 outs. Here is Lou Gehrig, who is hitting .500 in the tournament. If you walk him, Musto follows him. He's hitting 18 for 49. They're going to pitch to Gehrig rather than put the extra runner on. Here is the pitch to the left-handed Lou Gehrig. 35 is an 8 against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to Jake Stahl at first. He flips to O'Brien covering, and that is the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Red Sox nothing, New York nothing. For the 2nd, the Red Sox will send up Larry Gardner, Jake Stahl, he's the player manager, and shortstop Charlie Wagner. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner. 2-4 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Jake Stahl. Stahl is 15 for 40, 2 triples, 2 doubles, and he leads the Red Sox with 10 RBIs. 6-4 is a 41. That's going to be a ground ball to Koenig at shortstop. He fumbles it, and Stahl is on with an E6. He could steal with 2 outs. That's the letter E there, and he's a 31 base stealer, so good possibility he may be going unless they hit and run. First. Charlie Wagner steps into the bag. White Hoyt pitching from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Wagner. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Charlie Wagner. And 21 is a 6. That's a double over first base. Jake Stahl is fast. He's not fast. He will stop at 3rd. The Red Sox are threatening to score first. Bill Kerrigan steps into the batter's box. He is the Red Sox catcher. Kerrigan is 9 for 47 in the tournament. He has 4 RBIs. He's got 2 of them sitting out there for him right now. Wade Hoyt goes into the stretch. Here is the pitch. 41 is a 24. Yankees are playing the infield back, by the way. That is going to be a ball that's popped high into the air, well behind first base. Lazzari's got the catch behind for the out. Here's the runner at 3rd, tagging. Stahl's going to try to score, throw home. He is out at home, 4-2. That is going to be a double play, and that ends the top of the 2nd inning, and that ends the scoring threat. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. It is still Red Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. A clutch play, not an easy play. Catching the ball well behind first base and then throwing out that runner home against the way your momentum is moving. Bob Musil will lead off the last of the second for the Bronx Bombers. Tommy O'Brien is back on the mound. Here's the pitch to Bob Musil. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a ground ball to Stephen Yerkes at second base. He throws to Stahl at first. 1 away. That brings up Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri swings from the right side. Here is the pitch from the right-handed Tommy O'Brien. 44 is an 8 against an A pitcher that's going to be popped in the air. Larry Gardner has it measured and makes the catch at third base. 2 outs. Benny Bengal, the catcher, comes up. 2-5 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Heine Wagner's got it, throws over to Jake Stahl. Yankees are out in the second, 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the third, no score. All right, I'm still stoked about that play that Lazzeri made behind first base to catch the runner out at home. I saw my son, my oldest son, made that play as a 5'4" freshman on the varsity at his high school when he was playing second base and they were playing the eventual state champion, Bishop Ward High School. He made that play where he caught a pop-up behind first, wheeled, and threw out a runner at home. That was impressive. That's for a freshman anyway. All right, here is Yerkes leading off for the Red Sox in the top of the third inning. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Bob Musil is under it and makes the catch. 1 out in the top of the third. Here's the pitcher, Tommy Buck O'Brien. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Earl Coombs will take this one. Makes the catch. 2 flyouts, and the Red Sox have 2 outs in the third. Back to the top of the order, and very fast, Harry Hooper steps in the box. 43 is hit on the ground. Right to Hoyt. He throws to Gehrig. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Red Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. Thomas Buck O'Brien was born in Brockton, Massachusetts, son of Irish immigrants. The whole family worked in the shoe factories in Brockton, Massachusetts. He started out in baseball playing first base, but was moved to pitcher and developed a great spitball. 1911 was his first year with the Red Sox. He went 5-1 with 0.38 ERA, and then 1912 he won 20 games for the Red Sox. Joe Dugan steps in for the Yankees. 62 is a 26. That ball is hit to the right side on the ground to Stephen Yerkes. He's got it, throws to first. 1 out. Here is the pitcher, Wade Hoyt. 1-1 roll for Hoyt. That's a 7 against an 8. That's a line drive single to right field. Hoyt has the Yankees' second hit. He's on first with 1 down. Average speed, not a threat to steal. His steal rating is in, which is never. Earl Coombs is the hitter. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs. 4-4 is another 7, but with a runner on first, that's a ground out to third base. That A turns that into an out. 5-3. Hoyt goes to second. He's in scoring position with 2 out, and Mark Koenig at the plate. Here's the pitch to Mark Koenig. 45 is a base on balls, and that is a problem for Tommy O'Brien because now the Yankees have 2 on, and Ruth and Gehrig scheduled to hit. Babe Ruth carries that big bat into the left side of the batter's box. He stands with his feet close together, a closed stance. Here's the pitch to Babe Ruth from Tommy O'Brien. 54 is a drive to right field, but it will not get out of here. It is caught by the right fielder, Harry Hooper, and that closes out the threat. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Red Sox nothing, and the Yankees nothing. Wade Hoyt returns to the mound for the Yankees. He was 22-7 in 1927 And in the 1920s, he was the Yankees' dominant pitcher. The pitcher Hoyt also pitched for the Red Sox, and he came to the Yankees in 1920 when owner Harry Frazee unloaded his star players. Here is the pitch to Duffy Lewis. 42 is a 14. That's a base on balls. Lewis will toss away the bat, run to first with the free pass. Steal rating is E25. The E means there'll need to be 2 outs if it's before the 6th inning before he steals. Can always hit and run. Here's Tris Speaker. Hoyt goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Speaker. 41 is a 24. That's hit on the ground. Taken by Koenig to Lazare to Gehrig. It's a 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Larry Gardner comes up. That's a 2-3 rule. Popped into the air or Y. Hoyt has the Y modifier. That's a strikeout. Caught looking. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Nothing's the score. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, leads off the last of the 4th. Here's a pitch from Tommy O'Brien. 53 is a 19, fielding column 2. That's hit hard to the shortstop, Larry Gardner. He fumbles it, and Gehrig will reach with an error. He is an average speed with runner, D22 stealing. Bob Musil. That ball was hit well to the left of Gardner. He tried to cut it off in front of his shortstop, but with quick hands, but dropped the ball. Gehrig's safe at first. Here is Bob Musil. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, and Tony Lazzari comes to bat. Four is an 8 on fielding column 8. That's ground ball to Jake Stahl at first base, who flips to O'Brien covering. 2 outs. Gehrig is at second. Catcher Benny Bingo. 1-5 is an 8. That's a ground ball to Larry Gardner at third. He makes this play. Throws to Jake Stahl at first. Yankees are retired in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th, no score. In the first 2 games of this series, these 2 teams combined for 36 runs. And as baseball will do sometimes, it's hard to figure, but neither team has scored. We're in the 5th. Today, here is Jake Stahl stepping into the box. 53 is a 19, fielding column 1. That's hit hard to third, fumbled by the third baseman, Jumpin' Joe Dugan. And that's going to be an error on the Yankee third baseman. E5, second error for the Yankees infield. And Jake Stahl will be at first with nobody out. Tiny Wagner. 4-3 is a 29 that's rolled back to the pitcher, or Y. He's got a Y, so that's a strikeout. Caught looking. Wagner goes back to the Red Sox dugout, a strikeout victim. Bill Kerrigan with 1 out. 6-1 is hit on the ground to Mark Koenig, who flips to Lazzari over to first. That is a 6-4-3 inning double play. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. All right, O'Brien has the very bottom of the Yankee order. Joe Dugan, Wade Hoyt, and then to the top, Earl Coombs for the last of the 5th. Still have no runs on the board. Here's the pitch to Jumpin' Joe Dugan. 62 is a 26. Hit to second base. Steven Yerkes is up with it. Throws to first. 1 down. Here is White Hoyt. Hoyt singled his first time up. One of only 2 Yankee hits in the game. White Hoyt has 1, and Ruth doubled in the first. 6-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Heine Wagner. He's got it. Side on throw to first. 2 outs. All right, the Colonel, Earl Coons, steps into the box. Base is clear. Drop the dice. Here we go. Here's the roll. 6-1 is a 40 foul ball over by the Yankee Ducket, but it will be out of play. Strike one on Earl Coons. 3-6 is a 33. That's a Y, and Earl Coombs is struck out. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Red Sox nothing. Yankees nothing. Stephen Yerkes steps up into the box for Boston to lead off the 6th inning. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for the Red Sox second baseman, Steve Yerkes. 3-6 is a double for Stephen Yerkes. Here's the Red Sox pitcher, Buck O'Brien. Yankees are anticipating a bunt. Joe Dugan is creeping in at third base, so is Lou Gehrig at first. Here's the pitch to Thomas O'Brien. 56 is a 34. Missed twice at the bunt, so it's 2 strikes on the pitcher. He's going to still attempt the bunt. Here's the pitch. 6-3 is a 32. He gets the bunt down. Lou Gehrig picks it up, throws to Lazzeri covering first. It's a successful sacrifice. And Yerkes goes to third. He's 90 feet away with 1 down. Harry Hooper, with the Red Sox best opportunity, steps into the box. Here's a pitch from Wade Hoyt. And the Yankees are playing the infield then, by the way. 2-5 is a 10. That's going to be a base hit to right. And Harry Hooper drives in the first run for the Red Sox. Boston 1, Yankees nothing. Hooper's steal rating is C24. He could go. Wade Hoyt is a +1 move to first, so that reduces it to C23. And Bengal is a grade A pitcher. It's blank under his throwing, but 8s, I add 3 to his, so that it'd be C20 steal rating. Chances to be safe, should he decide to go, is 11 through 42. Duffy Lewis does have 2 31s, but he doesn't have the extra 31 on his card. They're going to hit and run. Here's the pitch. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to Larry Gardner. At third, he throws to first. 2 outs. All right, so Hooper's at second. Fast runner. And Tris Speaker comes to bat, a .383 hitter in 1912. Miller Huggins comes out of the dugout. No one's warming up in the bullpen, but they want to talk it over. Larry Gardner is on deck for the Red Sox. He's 16 for 51 in the tournament and struck out twice today. They're going to walk Tris Speaker with 2 outs, first and third. They're going to pitch to Larry Gardner. Can Larry Gardner make him pay? Here's the pitch from Wade Hoyt. 41 is a ground ball to second base. Lazzeri's up with it. He goes a short way to Koenig covering second to retire Speaker at second. That's the 3rd out of the 6th inning. Red Sox score 1. They take the lead 1-0. All right, the Yankees will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing by a penny. They've got the heavy hitters scheduled to hit in the bottom of the 6th inning: Mark Koenig, Babe Ruth, and Lou Gehrig. Here's the pitch from Buck O'Brien. 6-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3 for Mark Koenig. Buck O'Brien, primarily a spitball pitcher. He's going to face Babe Ruth now. Ruth is 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch to the Babe. 4-3 is a ground ball tapped back to O'Brien, Here's the throw to first. 2 outs. Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse. 3-5 is an 8 against an A. That's a pop-up. Larry Gardner has got it at third base. The Yankees go down quietly. In the 6th, we go to the top of the 7th inning. Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. Jake Stahl will start the top of the 7th inning for the Red Sox. He is their player manager. Here's the pitch to Jake Stahl. 61's a 22. Fielding column 1, that's a ground ball to Lou Gehrig, who flips to White Hoyt covering at first. 1 down. This is the point of weakness inning for White Hoyt. 3 bad things happen to him. His letter grade will go down 1 level. Here's the pitch to Wagner, the shortstop of the Red Sox. 1-3 is a 14. That is a mark against his fatigue. That's a base on balls. Heine Wagner takes first. D26 stealing, or D22. And the D letter means after the 6th inning, he can go with any number of outs after within 1 or 2 runs. So here is an opportunity to steal should they decide to do that. Bill Kerrigan is the hitter. I think Wagner will go. He takes off. Here's the throw. 6-6 roll. He is out. Benny Bengal throws out Heine Wagner. 2-4. 2 outs. Now the bases are clear. 53 is a 19. That's with 2 outs, a ground ball to Joe Dugan at third. 5-3. Some results in the Apba books have a star after the result. Look at number 19. First on the air by the third baseman, or asterisk, out at first, 5-3. Star means if there are 2 outs, you go by that result. And there's 2 outs. That ends the inning. Red Sox don't score in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. Fans are getting a little anxious at Yankee Stadium. Their team is down by a 1. The winner of this game goes to the championships. Here's the pitch to Bob Musil. 6-5 is popped into the air. Or no, I take that back. That's a, in the new book, that's a ground out to first baseman, Lou Gehrig, unassisted. 1 out. Tony Lazzeri. 5-3 is an 18. That's hit on the ground to the shortstop and aired by Heine Wagner, E6. Lazzeri is at first with 1 out. His steal rating is C24. Benny Bengal has only 131 on his card, so he is not eligible for the hit and run play. And they're not willing to take him out. He's been playing well defensively. And he raises their overall rating to fielding column 1. So he's going to stay in there and hit, see what he can do. Here's the pitch to O'Brien, or from O'Brien. 61 is a 27. That's going to be hit on the ground to Larry Gardner. He throws to Yerkes covering at second. 5-4. The base runner's out, and that's a fielder's choice. Benny Bengal's the runner at first. Average speed. Third baseman Joe Duggan. There's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Duggan. 2-5 is an 8. Ground ball to first base. Jake Stahl's got it. Flips to O'Brien covering. 3-1. That ends the Yankee half of the 7th inning. They don't score, and they still trail by 1. Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. All right, Wade Hoyt returns to the mound. He's got 1 mark against his fatigue. He has allowed only 3 Red Sox base hits in the game, and he has walked 3 batters. Stephen Yerkes steps into the box for Boston in the top of the 8th inning. They're leading 1-0. Here's the pitch to Stephen Yerkes. 61 is a 36 ball. Hoyt not happy with the call. Steps behind the rubber, picks up the rosin bag. All right, he's ready to throw the second pitch. Here is Stephen Yerkes. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Yerkes. And 3-4 is a double, leadoff double for the Red Sox second baseman. Here's the pitcher, Tommy O'Brien. Same situation as his last at bat. He got 2 strikes trying to bunt, but he did get the butt down and move the runner to third. They'll try the same thing here. Here's the pitch. 26 is a 27. That bunt is popped up, caught by the pitcher, Hoyt. He wheels and throws to second and doubles off Yerkes at second, a 1-1-6 double play. And suddenly the Red Sox threat is minimized here in the 8th. There's 2 outs, nobody on base. Harry Hooper. Here's the pitch to the leadoff hitter, Hooper. 2-1 is a fly ball to left field. Babe Ruth is under it. He makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. Thomas O'Brien comes into the game with a 2-1 mark for the Red Sox, but he has given up a lot of runs before today. He was pitched 23 1/3 innings, gave up 15 runs for a 5.8 earned run average. He's got a shutout going today, and the Yankees will start off the last of the 8th with a pitch hitter for Wade Hoyt, who pitched well himself, but they need runs. Ray Morhart will step into the box hitting for Wade Hoyt. Here's the pitch to Morhart. 1-2 roll is a 25. That's going to be a ground ball to Stephen Yerkes at second base. He's got it. Throws to first. Yankees have 1 out in the 8th inning. They're down to 5 outs. But they're at the top of the order. Here is Earl Coombs. 0 for 3, popped and grounded out to third and struck out in the game today. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs. 1-6 is going to be hit on the ground to the left side, snagged by Heine Wagner. The throw to first, 2 outs. Mark Koenig. Thomas O'Brien can get Koenig out. Ruth will be coming up with the bases clear. Here's the pitch to Mark Koenig. 1-1 roll for Koenig. He squares it up, and 61 is a double for Mark Koenig. Now Yankee Stadium comes to life, and here comes the Babe. 2 outs, Koenig in scoring position. Babe Ruth represents the go-ahead run. Mark Koenig represents a tying run, and there are 2 marks against O'Brien's fatigue. He's still an A pitcher. One more bad thing, his grade goes down 1 level. Here's the pitch to Babe Ruth. 22 is a 4. Bruce squares it up. He hits a drive to right center field, deep to right center field. He is going to round second, go to third with a game-tying triple. Babe Ruth. Yankees won, Red Sox won. We have a brand new ball game. And Tommy O'Brien is now a B pitcher, Y modifier, and he's got to face Lou Gehrig with Bob Musial on deck. In game number 145 of the all-time greats tournament, Babe Ruth hit a walk-off triple against the Hilldale Daisies to win that game for the Yankees and put the Hilldale Daisies, a very powerful team themselves, out of the tournament. Lou Gehrig comes up, infield with 2 outs, will be playing back. Tommy O'Brien's pitching from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 2-5 is a 7 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a single to left field. That scores Ruth, and the Yankees take the lead 2-1 here in the 8th inning. Bob Musil. Here's the pitch to Musil. 2-3 is a 12. That is going to be a ground ball to Stephen Yerkes at second. That's going to end the inning 4-3. But the Yankees scored twice in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th inning. New York 2 and Boston 1. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have seen the Yankees 5 o'clock lightning. Suddenly they're ahead 2-1 in the 9th. Duffy Lewis steps in the box for the Red Sox. New pitcher for Wade Hoyt, who was pinch hit for, is Walter Henry Dutch Ruther, grade B pitcher, Z modifier, a 13-game winner in 1927. Here's the pitch to Duffy Lewis. Red Sox have 3 outs to work with. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to third base. Joe Dugan has it, throws the first, 1 away. Red Sox are in their stoutest part of their order. Tris Speaker steps into the box. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker from Dutch Ruther. 63 is a fly ball. Center field, Earl Coombs is under it, and there are 2 outs. Larry Gardner is the Red Sox last hope to get to the championship series. Ruther winds. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner. 6-5 is a 35. That's a ground ball to Lou Gehrig first. He takes it, wakes off Ruther, steps on the bag, and the Yankees are going to the championship series. Winners over the Red Sox, 2-1, taking the 3-game series. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. All right, Game 3 of this best-of-3 series was a great game. It did not disappoint one little bit. Tight pitching duel between Tommy O'Brien, a spitballer for the Boston Red Sox. He went the distance, gave up 2 runs. And Wade Hoyt, the ace of the 1927 Yankees. In this game, the Red Sox scored 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees scored 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. They went toe-to-toe. It was evenly matched all the way through. Tony Lazzari made a big play in the second inning, catching a foul pop-up behind first base and then throwing out Jake Stahl, who tagged at third, tried to score for any inning double play to keep the scoreboard clean. First run of the game came by a double by Stephen Yerkes, a sacrifice, and then Harry Hooper singled in Yerkes to give the Sox a 1-0 lead. But it was the 8th inning, and 5 o'clock lightning, a double by Koenig and a triple by Ruth, a single by Gehrig, and the Yankees go to the championship series 2-1 winners. The winning pitcher was Wade Hoyt. It was Dutch Ruther who pitched the 9th inning when the runs were scored. He was the winning pitcher, 1-inning pitch. Wade Hoyt pitched well. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 earned run. Thomas O'Brien's the loser, 9 innings pitched, 2 earned runs allowed. There were no home runs in the game. And quite a game it was. Let's go to the Cannonball Dick Redding MVP corner to see who the MVP of this game was. You might guess. The Cannonball Dick Redding MVP of the game is Babe Ruth. And you might start just engraving the tournament MVP and put Babe Ruth's name on it. I don't see how anyone could be the MVP of this tournament after what the Babe has done throughout the tournament. The Babe is hitting .400 for the tournament, 18 for 45 with 7 home runs, 3 triples, 2 doubles, and 15 RBIs. Hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Doesn't cost anything. And join us tomorrow for the start of the series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the 1920 Cleveland Indians. They'll be playing for the right to play in the championships against the 1927 Yankees. Thanks for watching. Good day, and God bless.